YouTube, we are in the grand finals of the Meta Weekly. This is it. This is the moment. You want to join the Discord. How? To get all these benefits. Weekly giveaways, monthly giveaways, new player help, active deck type discussions, unlock the Discord. There is no other place that's more active and better than the Duel Links Meta Discord for Duel Links. Now, to join, just click join. Boom. Use your mother's credit card. Great. Then click on discord.gg/duellinksmeta. Boom. Activate it. Once you activate it, it is asking you to join the largest, most active Discord. Then very quickly go to the user settings, go to the connections, connect to your Discord and Twitch and or YouTube. Then in the Discord, you have everything you want and need. You could join all the events we provide. These are all the events we provide right here. You could go and check out the questions and help channel. If you have a question, we have the help on what to do and what not to do. You're making a lot of costly mistakes. I know it. Spicy Win Streak channel. These are decks not on the tier list that are getting spicy wins in a row. I love it. My favorite channel. Also, just check out any of the new decks, the top tier decks. Discuss everything with the largest, most active Discord for events, discussions, and help. So many deck lists. The best way to play, best combos, and way. Let's do it. Grand finals.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
All right, time to duel. Grand finals. If you are watching live, you get to vote with your star chips that you passively get from just watching the stream. 62% believe that Thunder Dragon's going to take this. Oh my. 1.5 million star chips. The big vote from Beardy Beard. So confident that Thunder Dragons will take this. Let's see. The problem with this is that Onomats is the sole tier 1 deck on the tier list right now. Thunder Dragons right behind it at tier 2. Onomats are tier 1 because of their turn 1 play. Is he going to perform that tier 1 turn 1 play? What's so good about their tier 1 turn 1 play is that they could turn 1 very easily make a Photon Strike Bouncer or a Roach, and then on the follow-up turn after disrupting the opponent's turn of negating their monster effects or negating their summons, they then follow up with Gaga Head. Gaga Head will then provide a free draw, field removal, and lethal damage. Let's see what happens. Hey, it's the Roach. I was not coaching. This will negate any inherent level 5 or higher special summon monster. So if we were to open up a Thunder Dragon deck list from the tier list to check it out, there are a lot of cards that could be negated here. Here's an example deck list. Here are the popular cards. I don't want to coach the players because a lot of people don't actually know what the Roach can and cannot negate. Of course not the players in this event. They're top tier. They're in the grand finals. They know, but they may not know. I don't want to piss off the chat. Let's go. Gold Sark banishing the Roar. Roar summoning the Dark from the deck. Could that have been negated? No, it cannot. The Roach could not negate that because that is an effect to special summon. Melody of the Awakening Dragon, discard 11-year to search for up to 2 11-years. By discarding, that also fuels the 11-year summon, which requires 3 lights and or darks in the graveyard to banish, to summon, to then destroy 2 cards in the fields. Without targeting, that's insane. Can the Roach negate the 11-year? Chat, you tell YouTube. You tell yourself. You tell me. What do you think? Let's go. Not coaching. Tribute set, though. Normally, you'll tribute summon, not set, so you could then exceed with whatever you have face up. The Roach cannot negate exceeds, so exceeds are fair game. Dark is activating to search the deck. We do want to focus on how many lights and darks are in the graveyard. We have 2 darks, so we cannot summon the chaos monsters of the deck right now. Duo could have been searched for and summoned by banishing a light and dark, but there's no light and dark in the grave. 11 years waiting for at least a light monster in the grave to banish. Pass back to Rusith. We did search for 100 Thunders, which will summon a Thunder Dragon from the graveyard to protect his life. The big thonk, the big play, the big option is, do we go for the Gaga Head play? Did the Roach serve its purpose and we no longer need it? Or do we keep the Roach up on the fields? Hey, return the head back in the deck. Normally, you will summon the head at this point to then go for lethal. But the problem with going for lethal against a Thunder Dragon deck is they play hand traps. Very likely playing a Sphere Creebo, 42% playing 3. Only 34% are not playing Sphere Creebo at all, which will stop an attack in the battle phase. Due to draw, discarding a due to glove, draw 2, choosing to not attack into the tribute set monster. Gold Sark is ticking, and one more turn, the Roar is going to be added back to the hand. I'd prefer to play against Onomats. I hate Thunder Dragons because I hate the hand traps. I hate being stopped by a hand trap, then they summon a Levineer, they blow up my field. It's really not cool. Triple back row. Annoyed playing against D-Draw. That is also very annoying and a relevant effect to talk about. At any point during this duel, if he were to inflict 2,000 damage or more, it will trigger his D-Draw to pick up his deck and search. Roach poking in onto the Hawk. 2,200 defense. What were you expecting, mate? That's the light monster he needs in the grave. Gold Sark is done ticking. Grab the Roar. Roar could be discarded to add a Thunder Dragon that's banished from the grave back to the hand. Focus, focus. Zenzo does not want to commit. Lupine, we talked about Lupine. Lupine going to banish the Roar. And probably a Thunder Dragon Dark from the deck. Otherwise, if you banish a Hawk, Hawk will then return any number of cards from your hand back on the deck. You could reset your hand and any amount of cards you want. That is broken. Now, by not doing it, does that mean that his hand is broken? He loves all 4 cards in his hand. Adding a Thunder Dragon, a regular Thunder Dragon. The regular Thunder Dragon could discard to add a Thunder Dragon, so mostly it's being used to just fuel the grave. Give the grave light monsters. We can make a rank 6 play. Rusith is not using Book of Moon, no Canadia, nothing to stop the rank 6 Exceed. Discarding Thunder Dragon to add 2 Thunder Dragons. Now, a lot of players, they like to discard Thunder Dragon to add 1 Thunder Dragon, then discard Thunder Dragon to add the 3rd Thunder Dragon. It's a great way to get 2 Thunder Dragons in the graveyard. Otherwise, he only has 1 in the grave, now 2 in the hand. M7 can return the Roach back to the extra deck. How is he allowed? Whoa! Exceed block in the grand finals? There's no side deck in this event. When an opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach a material from one of your Exceeds to then negate and destroy as a spell speed 3. What does spell speed 3 mean? That means you could not chain a card like Forbidden Lance. Lance would make you normally unaffected by a card like Fiendish Chain. Lance cannot be chained to the Exceed block. We're going to summon the Levineer. Levineer will destroy 2 cards in the field, but we're going to activate the Roach to negate the summon of the Levineer. Big problem, though. We could summon another Levineer. We detached a material from the Roach to negate the M7 when we needed both materials to negate 2 Levineers. Rip. Fiendish Chain. Negates. Now, as a Thunder Dragon player, do they play anything to dodge the Fiendish Chain? They normally do not. No MST, no Lance, nothing. I'm looking. Book of Moon. If he had Book of Moon, he could have dodged it. That one Book of Moon from that one player? Oh my.
I special summon a monster. Time to battle.
Discarding Hawk, summon the Roar. The Roar could not be negated. It's summoned, but the Roach has no more materials anyway. We have Forbidden Lance. Within the damage step, we're going to reduce the Roar. Drop it by 800, protecting the Roach. Reduce. Very good. Now, the Levineer cannot attack. Why would the Lupine attack in? Because when the Lupine is destroyed by battle, we add a banished monster back to the hand. Adding back Levineer. Oh, that is disgusting. That Levineer summon was negated, then it was banished to summon another Levineer, and now the Lupine added that Levineer back to the hand. Gross. Onomats are running out of resources. This would be a good opportunity to summon the Gaga Head, but I believe he can no longer use the skill. It is only twice per duel. A useless Roach. He does have enough light and darks to summon that added back to the hand Levineer. Levineer popped 2 cards on the field without targeting, but we know what 2 cards he will be popping. By Chainlink blocking with the Hawk and the Roar, you cannot Divine Wrath. You cannot Exceed block this. If you had Exceed block with a material, you could not negate the Levineer. That's insane. Wipe the field. Get ready to get wipe it. And he's using the Hawk to return 2 cards back to draw 2. It was a Gaga Bolt. It was a bluff. A bluff. Rank 8 Exceed. With the negated Fiendish Chained Levineer and the other Levineer that activated so it cannot attack. Let's make something that could attack.
I'm counting on you. I tribute summon a monster.
Tribute summon. Tribute summoning for a Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon, Dark in the graveyard, going to add a Roar. Where's the duo? Do you not have a light in the graveyard? We do. He's already got the duo in the hand. Full field of monsters. Holy moly, Zenzo with the big plays. Wow. There is a big debate. The debate with Thunder Dragons is right here on the screen. Do you play Gold Sark or do you play Charge Light Brigade? You don't play both. Because the card is semi-limited, if you choose to play 2 of one, you cannot play any of the other 2 total of semi-limits. Let's go. Again, Onomats being a tier 1 deck. They're tier 1 because of their tier 1 turn 1 play, being the turn 1 Roach or the Bouncer. He did get the turn 1 Roach last game, but it wasn't that effective. If you're going to restrict your opponent with the Roach, you have to then win next turn. He's not making a Roach play right now. He's making a Bouncer play, or even just going to make an M7. M7 will be good for returning his coat or sister back to the hand. Or maybe he'll make the Bouncer to negate. We'll see. He is making Bouncer. Turn 1 Bouncer. Get bouncing. Bets, you missed the bet, my friend. You got to pay attention. Right before the grand finals, we put up that bet. Who's going to win? Who do you think? And they think Thunder Dragon's going to win. Gold Sark banishing instead of Charge Light Brigade. So focus on the benefit of the Gold Sark. Banishing exactly what you want. Taking out the randomness. Banishing a Roar to then tribute summon over the Dark that was summoned from the deck from the effect of the Roar. Now the Dark's going to activate to add a Thunder Dragon from the deck to the hand. Grabbing a Hawk. Hawk on the field, Hawk in the hand. Hawk can be discarded to summon the Roar. Then we could rank 6 exceed. We are exceeding. We also want to focus on how many Light and Darks from the graveyard. We have 2 right now, so the Levineer cannot be summoned. The big boss monster, the main card to focus on when you're playing against Thunder Dragons is, can they summon Levineer? And if they can, what can you do to stop it? Normally, when they summon the Levineer, the Thunder Dragons are going to be chain blocking the Bouncer from negating. So Bouncer is not a good play against Levineer. Leaving up both monsters on the field, very likely has hand traps. If not, his main protection is the Roar. If the Roar is removed from the field or sent to the graveyard, he'll summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck. Sphere Kribo stopping the Bouncer attack. Guess what? We have triple Light and Dark on the grave. We have a Levineer play. Levineer is here. That's exactly what's happening.
I special summon a monster.
Levineer activating to destroy 2 cards in the field without targeting. Now the Bouncer can negate it if it is the direct chain link after it, but as you can see, the Dark is blocking the Levineer. But the Fiendish Chain could target the Levineer and still negate it as chain link 3. Great. Exceed block would not work. The Bouncer would not work. Bouncer needs to be the direct chain link after. What would be a good rank 6 exceed to stop it would be the Force Focus. Force Focus, 2 level 6s, the same thing as a Bouncer. The Force Focus would target the Levineer and negate. But otherwise, it's not better than Bouncer in most cases because it has to target a level 5 or higher effect monster, cannot negate exceeds, cannot negate smaller monsters. What now? And with the no side deck event, we can't side deck in the Force Focus. We are exceeding. Rank 6. Is it just me? Or does it feel like Thunder Dragons is a better deck than Onomats? He just feels so much more powerful. Gold Sark number 2, banishing the Roar. Roar activating to summon a Thunder Dragon from the deck.
Summon a monster.
Dark is here. Dark will be added back to the hand in the end phase. To battle we go. The Levineer cannot attack. It is negated and stopped by the Fiendish Chain. Lance, reduce the opposing Bouncer by 800 to not be big enough to take out the opposing Bouncer. Now, if we were to activate a monster effect and the Bouncer negates, my Bouncer can negate your Bouncer, negating my monster. Negate the negate. So we are covered. He's thinking. He's thonking. He's choosing to set a monster. You never see Onomats set a monster. That is desperate. That means I don't want to be lethal on your turn. I'm afraid. I'm scared that you're going to beat me next turn. So I set my monster. They have no relevant monster to set for any benefit. There's no flip effects, nothing. Nothing that wants to really be activated from the grave. It could be a doo-doo glove, but normally you're going to want to discard it with a doo-doo draw to draw 2. This is absolutely an abnormal play. What could he do to get all his monsters in the grave? If he wanted to be crazy, he could tribute summon over the I did not coach. I did not coach. He was doing it as I was saying it. Okay? That was not me.
All right. I specify.
Leveneer is here. I said it's all about the Leveneer, and it is. Now, Bouncer could negate the Leveneer only if it was the direct chain link after the Leveneer, as you could see on the screen. The Thunder Dragon Dark is chain link blocking the Leveneer, protecting it from being negated. The Leveneer is going to fully resolve. It is going to wipe out the back row and take out the Bouncer. Nothing he could do to stop it. The MST was bluffed. MST does really nothing against Thunder Dragons, really. But you can't side it out because this is not a side deck event. This is a KC Cup tourney. Is Thunder Dragons the true best deck? We're going to exceed into Heliopolis. Discard Dark to add a Thunder Dragon. Chat, chill. I did not coach him to victory. Detach, destroy the Thunder Dragon, taking out the Doo-Doo Glove. Hey, we called Doo-Doo Glove. Discard the Hawk, summon the Roar, go into the battle phase, attack for 2400. Lethal damage with the Heliopolis. Zenzo, 2-0 against the sole tier 1 deck that is Onomat. No way.
I'm the one who's dueling, not you.
I win.
Congratulations, Enzo. You are the grand champion of the Meta Weekly. Let's do it. Meta Weekly top decks, 82 players, no side deck, full deck type breakdown, full and top 32. Let's see what's good. The full deck type breakdown is going to be Onomat's most played, of course. If we look at the tier list going into this event, do you believe the tier list was accurate for this event? This is a tier list that is supposed to signify the strength of a no side deck event. And this is what turned out. Let's check out the decks. We're going to show the top 16 of the top 32 because we don't want to put too much work in the content managers to have to upload all of the top 32 unless you really, really want it. Then we'll pay the content managers extra money to upload the full top 32. You let me know. Loliet, looking at the Anamana play, Loliet. This is standard. We're not going to spend too much time on non-standard decks, but whoa, David Magri. 32k gems. This is within the budget zone. This is on a budget. We're going to move on. Nothing too crazy about this. Moving on. Heroes. Ed Jadani. Ed Jadani. Wounded hero to summon a wounded hero from the deck. Very nice. Look at all these interesting decks. Is this because no side deck? Does no side deck promote deck diversity? You tell me. Because I keep being told that a rogue deck only has a chance when they could put side deck cards against the popular decks. But it seems like more diverse and crazy rogue decks are coming out of nowhere when there's no side deck. It's the opposite. Tommy with a standard Onomat deck. Harpies, Nambiri, 30 card Harpies. Hysteric Sign, discard it with the party. Even the Rainbow Life. Rainbow Life, discard. Yes, then gain life equal to the attack damage you're going to take. Very good. Besides that, quite standard. Simo W, top 16 Cyber Dragon, double drowning. Hit them with the drowning. Cam Neal with the blue eyes. This is almost exactly our 15-0 optimized Blue Eyes White Dragon that's been posted on YouTube. That is very popular. A lot of people are using that deck and enjoying it, providing good results with it. The main difference being I don't play a Whitestone Legend. I play a second Ancient Rules. And I also play triple Karma Cut with a Raigeki Break instead being an Ultimate Providence. Very close to the same deck. Good job, Cam Neal, top 8. Phoenix, standard Onomats. More Harpies. Is 30-card Harpies the way? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30-card Harpies. Serenity. Top 8 Serenity standard. Raw Harpies, not playing 30 cards. No hysteric sign. Like it. We like it raw. Exceed block, second place. Good job, Rusith. If your opponent activates a monster effect, you detach a material from any of your exceeds to negate the monster effect and destroy. Leveneer is not going to be stopped by the exceed block because the Leveneer is going to be blocked off, chain link blocking the exceed block by banishing the Dark or Hawk or the Roar. Good job, Zenzo, with Thunder Dragon, 70k gems. We have 5 hand traps, Sphere Kribo, Triforcetops, and that is the full top 32. That's the whole event. Thank you very much. Let's go.